Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From way up at the 23. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. So a nice run there. And I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
A run for Nick Chubb, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 8 coming up. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 33-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Chubb will get the call running left. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Watson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
First down, Ravens.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Watson off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st down, Lance. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Lance now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 30 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defense
fighting through, and he's got space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the 50, it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Dancing to his left. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Lance. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
That's out quickly to Bateman.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A final shot before the break. Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lance. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Flushed out right. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Lance going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Here we go. Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Get the one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go.
On first down, Watson. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper from 21 yards away. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Lance. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Chase Young able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. And with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 48, Browns 24. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is taken way up at the 25. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Watson, off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 50 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lance escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing his Lance on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're